Hi everybody, I'm Jocelyn White and welcome to the Hills of Kingswood. We're always at home right here. John Zazelka is one of the developers of the Hills of Kingswood, and usually he's my co-anchor, if you will, but today he's the subject as we once again turn to John to give us the scoop of what's happening at the Hills. Now last month he talked about his vision, his dream, and how it's all coming true. Today he discusses the timeline. Here's John.
Timeline, we're probably still have another 5 to 8 years to go because we run all the way to Lake Louisville. So where everybody sees now is only a portion of the property. And some of that 50% that we've developed is smaller. So we really have some tremendous property going all the way to the lake and rolling and hilly. And again, we're going to have homes that are going to have views that are phenomenal. You know, that we're backing onto the Army Corps of Engineers, so we're surrounded by trees. And when you get up in some of those homes, almost any of the homes, because the land luckily rolls from about 660-foot elevation down to just under 600 feet of elevation.
I love the topography. I went to college in East Texas where there's a lot of rolling hills and big tall pine trees. A little different than it is in East Texas, but I do like the fact that it's not completely flat, like a lot of my friends out in Lubbock would say.
As a builder in the Hills of Kingswood, what I'm interested in is what the clients want. It may be a large lot, it may be a smaller lot, it may be a flat lot, it may be a lot with a lot of topography and challenges.
It also has a breeze, so even on these hot, miserable summer days that Texas has, which by the way is much better than the cold. We are doing what we call phase 3A and 3B, which is, we'll actually start that probably the next 90 to 120 days.
Well, phase 3 is going to be 71 lots altogether in 2 different phases. They're going to be at about 100 foot wide by about 130 to 150 feet deep.
And this will be the opportunity for people to also buy a home designed by one of our wonderful architects, and we have, say, 12, and we have 12 custom builders. So they'll be building some homes that'll be available to them probably in about a year and a half. To build a custom home takes a year and a half to 2 years.
The new phase 3, the one that we don't have it quite designed fully yet, but it's going to be a transitional style house as well. The outside's going to be more stucco and stone. I see the buyer in that one as somebody, a young couple with a young family, young kids. It's just such a beautiful area.
You have families that are now become empty nesters and they're going from a 10,000 square foot house and they want to downsize to maybe 4 or 5. They want to have a 3-car garage. They want to be able to have a gated community where they can just sit there and feel pretty comfortable. And
we encourage people to look at it as their lifelong place to live. And we know that people also work hard for their money, and we wanted to establish something of value that would increase in value.
The Hills of Kingswood is one of the premier luxury home communities in the Frisco area. Not only is it a gated community, which offers the security so many people are looking for, the thing I love about the Hills of Kingswood is the variety that it offers. It offers large estate lots backing up to green belts. It offers large estate lots on the interior. It offers more modest-sized lots that will accommodate most any size budget that most people are looking for.
Well, it's very well sought after. Everybody wants to be in a gated community, of course. I mean, absolutely, if you can. And these lots out here are spectacular. So if you can get in the gated community, this is where everybody wants to be.
this will be a family-oriented neighborhood. I mean, most of the people here are building their dream house.
We know it'll take a year to 2.5 years to build their dream home, but rent in the area, whether it's an apartment or a single-family home, or perhaps you'll buy a home from one of our builders that's a smaller home because you know you're building value. And that just occurred, by the way. In the last 45, 60 days, one of our lot buyers is going to be 2.5 years building a fabulous house on the viewed lots. So she bought a home that's existing from one of our builders, and now she can get to her own dream home within a minute.
Thanks so much, John. You know, next month we're going to talk about why this is such a special place to live, one of the most exciting places in the whole state of Texas. And that's because Frisco is growing. It's a boom town, big time. And we'll talk about that next month. Hope to see you then. In the meantime, we're at home here in the hills of Kingswood. We want you to be too. Sharon Webb is our go-to gal in the hills of Kingswood, so stop by, get a personal tour of our community, and let Sharon introduce you to the spectacular home sites we have available. You too can be at home in the hills of Kingswood. Give her a call to set up your appointment.